Clowns of the week. Yep, it's multiple. Okay. The Senate, I want to go at. Now, there's a lot of layers to this that I want to go. So first of all, we didn't get to address this last week, and this is the prime week to do this. How the fuck? And these are clown number ones, the Democrats. Now, particularly, I'm not a part of any party. I don't think, honestly, I don't. The more I see y'all, the more I just think like y'all are all the same to me. Democrats, y'all had one job.
Just one?
You had one. Joe, Kamala, and everybody, y'all had one job. Just one. Like, honestly, as a black, like, and see, this is where I have some type of a problem when people say, well, we don't have a black agenda as a black community. Well, honestly, this was probably the one time where as a whole community, as black Americans come into this, we said voting rights.
Right.
Voting rights for everybody, not just for us. Because we don't think about just us in the process. We think about everybody else in the back of us too. That's marginalized just like us. We think about everybody else, not just ourselves. So we're saying voting rights, not just for us, but for everybody. Democrats, you had one job. One. You had just one. To get this bill passed, the John Lewis Voting Rights Act passed, you had one job, and two Democrats let that bitch slip. Two of them didn't vote. They voted, I think, either against or abstain. And I was like, yo, we don't even like y'all for it. We actually brought as a honestly, voting rights for me is a concrete. You can't to me, you cannot. There has been as the statistics have read, there has been over 30 plus states who have invoked voting suppressing laws against marginalized people of color, particularly black people and Hispanics. Literally, locally and state. And the mere fact that two Democrats let this slip is stupid. Now, here's number two. Mitch McConnell, stupid.
He's still around?
Yes.
Oh.
He's still head of the Senate. Now, Mitch McConnell, I actually want to play what he said. Okay?
Well, he informed me.
Because Mitch McConnell then sits here and oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, God. He just
It's all right, brother. Just take your time. That's how they say it. Take your time.
It's just like, yo, what? Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Like, because I just don't understand. I just don't get it sometimes. Oh, man. But I do, though. It's America. Here we go. Let's do it.
Concern is misplaced because if you look at
He made these controversial remarks to reporters, seemingly making a distinction between black voters and Americans.
Well, the concern is misplaced because if you look at the statistics, African American voters are voting in just as high a percentage as Americans.
Tonight, that clip is blowing
As
up.
Americans, what black Americans are okay. So wait, we I don't know what to say about that. So wait, he said black Americans are voting just as high
as Americans. Black Americans. Now the question that was asked was about the John Lewis voting rights bill and how laws in a lot of these states are suppressing these bills, and he asked him specifically how will the Senate respond to the non-passing of this. And so John Lewis was basically like, or will it be a problem? And so I'm sorry, not John Lewis, Mitch McConnell sits here and says this. And so it's been a backfire. And my thing is this: the clown, I don't expect nothing different from Mitch McConnell. He looks to me like a bigot and a racist. I can tell by his DNA. I can smell that on him. You understand what I'm saying? To me, when any white person has that who looks Republican and has that fatty flap on the neck, they just look like that. Chin. Yeah, that double chin, that triple chin on the neck. They just look like they just don't fuck with minorities, particularly black men. Yeah, man. Looking like a turkey at this point. So it's just like, you're not fucking with us, and I get that. And I understand that, but you know what? We're Americans, first of all. You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to We Got Answers with Charlemagne and his co-host James, who's been doing a lot of just is a white person who's naive and asking a lot of questions about Black history, racism, all of this, and it's free on Audible if you guys want to check it out. I think it's a dope listen. But just listening to all of this shit is like, I get and I understand why a lot of black folks just don't care anymore, in a sense where we just gotta make our own communities and do what we gotta do because of shit like this. You understand what I'm saying? Like the fact that the Democrats who always and let me particularly say, I will always throw this back in Joe Biden's face. Joe Biden was the one to sit here and tell black people, if you don't vote for me, you're not black.
Trash!
He said that.
Hey,
let us not forget what this white man said in his campaign. Woo. Kamala, where are you?
Trash!
I'm saying, what the fuck is happening here? Two of your people on the seat did not do their job. Y'all had one. You had one. We brought one solid one to the table. We said if we one, not multiple, one. You had one, motherfucking one, and y'all couldn't get that shit done.
Hey, talking this shit now.
At this point, there should not even be no even trust in politics. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? There should not even be trust in, but what the fuck? It shouldn't even be a trust in the guy. What the fuck? As even black people, not like, I'm talking to black Americans right now. Sorry. Why are we putting this much time and effort into a democracy and shit that is literally not fucking with us and haven't been fucking with us, will never be fucking with us? I'm just saying, you couldn't get one shit. One, bro. One. You couldn't get one. And then Mitch McConnell says we're black Americans. Well, thank you. I know that. But I'm also American, bitch.
So I'm assuming, so what?
White Americans.
Like, you could
white
just
Americans. This is black and white.
African Americans are vote just as much as any other American in the United States.
Nope.
Not just that. Even that would have probably sounded a little cleaner. But this man just said, black Americans vote just as much as Americans. Oh.
I don't
so, I guess that's broad enough for you to double dig and all that. But either way,
it is what
good
it is.
Good old Mitch. Mitch the bitch.
Mitch the
Hey man, every time some extra shit go on,
oh,
we see old ass on the front of the goddamn newspaper. For most people who still look at news